way back in May, I found that I had passion vines or lilikoi vines eating my coffee alive. At the moment, they're in here eating my macadamia nut trees alive, but macadamia nut trees are a lot bigger. They can take a little bit more. And so I decided I had to take them down and I had to make cuttings out of them. So I tossed some Pro Mix into some gallon pots. Pro Mix is predominantly sphagnum moss and perlite. This is the high porosity Pro Mix with mycorrhizae, so it has the fungal inoculants, and it also has more perlite in it. That's why it's high porosity. When I do passion vine cuttings, I do not use rooting hormones. It doesn't work out very well because the vines oftentimes will make nothing but roots and all the leaves will fall off if you do that. So these were just pretty much cuttings chopped off as I was cutting up the vines and pushed into these pots. And I took them and set them back here towards the rear of the yard, kind of behind the vanilla orchid. Let them sit back here in the shade since May. This is now early August, so they've been back here for about 60 days. Now I'm going to take them over to the new garden shed. Yesterday we got the gutters on and the catchment pipes so we can start to catch water, and pretty soon I'm going to start setting up fish ponds with all this water. But today the project is passion vine cutting. So here we are inside the shed. I have set myself up. I have a flat of 3-inch pots over here, and in the bottom of these 3-inch pots I put in a certain amount of a conventional potting soil. Over here on this side of the table I have a tray where I'm knocking my cuttings out, and so here we've got the gallon can. We got 1, 2, 3, there's 4 cuttings inside this gallon can. So I'm going to take the can, hit it on the bottom like that, pull it out and go, whoa, check that out, huh? Look at those roots. That's beautiful. Okay, like I said, no rooting hormone here, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and shake this so we don't tear the roots. Instead, we're going to shake them apart. There we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that thing right there, huh? I love it. Okay, here. Such a wonderful cutting. Yeah, like I say, no rooting hormone with passion vines. If you do that, you'll probably end up with nothing but roots. These things really root easily. There was no fertilizer here either, okay? This was just plain Pro Mix high porosity. That's all it was. That's, as I said, pretty much that's milled sphagnum moss, perlite. They probably got a little bit of dolomite in there to adjust the pH some, so pH probably around 6.5. And all I'm doing now is I put the soil in the bottom of these pots so that the roots will actually land on some soil when I put them in, okay? And get them laid out real nice here. Okay, so next I have myself a grain scoop here. It's filled with a conventional potting soil. It's made mostly of wood compost. A little bit of chicken manure in there, a little bit of bat guano. We have, again, some perlite. I believe there's worm castings in this one. For curiosity's sake, if you want to know what it is, I don't necessarily promote anybody's particular products, but this is made by Kellogg Cascade. It's called Patio Plus. I like it. It has a lot of drainage. Okay, it's a good soil, and it doesn't need any fertilizer added initially. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and begin to drop soil in around the tops of my cuttings, kind of holding them straight here a little bit so they don't fall over as I'm doing this. There we go. So I have added soil around my cuttings. Now I'm going to take the soil and I'm going to press it down real nice inside here. Firming it is a real good idea. It'll help hold the cuttings up real well. Kind of redistribute some of it here and there. There we go. And press it down good. Alright, I got 3 pots left in here, and I have got 3 cuttings left. Alright, here we go. Try this all over again. And again. Incredible results. Just look at those roots. Isn't that beautiful? There we go. So, there's our flat of 18 lilikoi cutting. And of course, we need a tag, right? So, I'm going to put down lilikoi. And today's date, 8/5. On there. And stick it into the flat so I know what I got here. So there we go. We got them out there in alphabetical order, right with the parsley and the papayas and the passion vines, right? Not exactly alphabetical. Now I'm going to go ahead and water these in. Soil has to get settled down around the roots because there's air spaces in there. I also want the soil to tighten around the stems, and the water will do that for us. So they settle in and become firm. So there you have it. Passiflora edulis, or passion fruit, or lilikoi cuttings. This is the yellow lilikoi that's popular here in Hawaii. So the cuttings were struck in early May. Approximately 2 months later, early August, we broke them out of the pots, divided them, put them into individual containers, and now I'm going to give them about another 30 days to root into the containers real well so they mesh the soil. So when I pop them out individually, they're going to be nice, well-rooted individual plants, which are going to go out into the field as soon as I get the trellis and the wires set up, because we're going into the lilikoi business. Aloha, happy gardening.